guys? So I'm cruising. Just wanted to show you what the drone sounds like on a Celica GTS. That's a 2ZZ-GE with no muffler. It still has the catalytic converter, as well as the two resonators that come on it. I just cut off the main big muffler there. So there's a resonator right after the cat, and then a small one right at the end of the exhaust. Those are still in place. So right now, let's see, doing about 60 miles an hour. It's not totally flat, some hills and stuff, so I'm having to get on and off the throttle a little bit. But it's actually not too bad at 60. I find that there's a loud spot right around 2,500 RPMs when you're accelerating, but it's not so bad when you're cruising. But if I give it a little gas here, I'm on flat ground now. I mean, you can definitely hear it's a lot louder than stock. It's definitely not quiet, but it's not overwhelming. Higher RPMs, let's see here, I'll pop it down into fourth. It's really actually not too loud either. Less drone the higher you get, obviously. I think it sounds pretty good from inside. It is a little irritating accelerating around town, especially at nighttime. I get a lot of cops pulling out and following me and waiting for me to do something stupid, I guess, because it is a little louder on the outside. From what I've heard, though, a few friends that I've driven with, they've been outside the car and said that at lower RPMs and at normal accelerating, it actually sounds really good, really smooth, not raspy. It's, you know, once lift hits, though, it does sound a little ricey from the outside. If I go into third right now, you can hear. Crossover a lot more, so I like it. I don't mind it really, and it's really the only mod I have is that exhaust one. I also did a little work on the intake, just a drop in K&N filter, and I removed a trim piece and I removed a butterfly valve that both looked like they were kind of restricting the intake flow a little bit. I don't think it really changed the intake noise much. But a little bit of a difference. You definitely can't hear it now over the exhaust. I'm considering eventually doing a cat delete with maybe a MagnaFlow muffler a little bit down the road. So we'll see. I'll do another take when I do that. I really want to see if I can do some casual acceleration here so you guys can see what it sounds like. Coming up on a red light now, so just a second I'll be able to do that. So, but yeah, like I said, there's a kind of a peak you hit at 2,500 RPMs. Below that, it's really quiet. Above that, it's not too loud. You know, above about 3,000, it sounds pretty normal, comparatively speaking. But here you'll see. So it's not too bad. And once the RPMs get higher, kind of dies down a little bit. It's less brutal, but it's just in that range where it kind of gets a little louder. So anyways, I thought some people might want to see what that sounded like. I know I had a hard time finding you know, what it sounded like cutting that muffler off, so it was kind of trial and error for me, but it's not too bad from the inside. It's a little obnoxious sometimes, especially when I'm listening to music. I have to kind of turn it up because the exhaust does interfere with it a little bit. I had the interior in the rear out for a bit, and it was obnoxious. So if you have weight reduction done and you've got the interior pulled out, maybe your rear seats and carpet and your spare tire, that's what I had. Definitely go for quieter exhaust, because oh my god, I was just irritated and I had a headache every time I finished driving the car. But otherwise, with full interior, it's really not too bad. So I hope that helps. I hope that was maybe a little bit interesting, and I hope someone out there is looking for an answer to this question like I was. Thanks.